Hi, my name is Sadari P.T. Brown. I come to you to talk to you about classism. Right now, I've been going around the city of Detroit listening to a lot of different conversations for the last month or so. It all started with Proposal Ask, but now it's just a lot of talk about a lot of different things. And one of the things that has been approached to me is, does classism exist in the city of Detroit? Does classism exist, period, in the United States of America as well as the world? And I bring this question up because someone who considers themselves an intellectual person that I've had a conversation with recently said Connie Calloway, who was former superintendent of Detroit Public Schools before the school board fire, had all these degrees and she was a smart lady, but people criticized her because she was only over 5,000 students. And and Marie Thornton doesn't have a degree, yada, yada, yada. Marie Thornton could have went to the governor and all these people like Connie Calloway did. The reality is this. Connie Calloway, good woman. I don't have a gripe with how many degrees a person has. The reality is classism does this. People think because someone has a degree or people have all these degrees, they are the most intellectual people. The reality is there are people with degrees who are not the smartest and the brightest and the best. Let's just be real. And then there are people who don't have degrees. In my opinion, they are just as smart as people with degrees. A degree don't make you smart. That just means you went and progressed along and you got a piece of paper that certifies you to supposed to know this knowledge, in my opinion. I'm not knocking anyone who has a degree because I have a degree myself. But the reality is for us to sit up here and say, just because they have a JD or they have a doctor's degree or they have a doctoral in economics or a doctoral in this, or they don't have a degree, then they're not smart. They have a degree, they're smart. Let's be real, people. Degrees are fine and good. That means you have elevated yourself. You should be the cream of the crop. However, don't look down on those who don't have degrees, because those who don't have degrees probably didn't have the same opportunity, the same chances you had. They probably had more difficult roads to overcome and more difficult obstacles to overcome to obtain what they do have. A degree doesn't make a person smart. What makes a person smart is how they use their knowledge to improve society, how they use their knowledge to not only improve themselves, but improve those around them. Simply put, I'm going to say this and only this. At the end of the day, I don't care what degree anyone has when they over an educational system, when they over a business, when they are in politics or anywhere. If you are not educating our youth, if you are not improving the status quo, then you are not helping anyone. If you are not changing the culture, the climate, in order to make other people better, in order to have other societies, other group of people succeed, then let's be real. A degree is meaningless. At the end of the day, I don't care if you have a degree or not. What are you doing to make people better? What are you doing to elevate society? What are you doing to make life better for others besides just yourself? This classism thing and this labeling of and this whole thing, people got to have a degree in order to be on this, to get elected to this, to do that. Let's stop it. Let's stop it real quick. Listen to the ideas, listen to the thoughts, and listen to what actions have they already taken to accomplish these things. It's easy for us to criticize those without degrees, but elevate those with degrees. But until we understand one thing and one thing only, back during slavery times, no one had degrees. But you had some slaves who were courageous enough, who were bold enough to say, enough is enough. I'm tired of what's happening to me. I want to be free. So when are we as a people, those with degrees and those without degrees, going to understand? Enough is enough. We all want to be free. We all want to be better. Why can't we work together to achieve that? Why can't we work together to understand that the future starts now? We can't simply continue to criticize each other, divide each other, and think that we're doing our job. Our job is not done. Classism must end. I don't care where you at in Detroit, where you at in America, where you at in the world. At the end of the day, we're all people. Degrees or not degrees does not define the person or how much knowledge that person has. What defines how much knowledge a person has and what that person is doing is what the person simply does with what they have and what they don't have. I'm Adari P.T. Brown, and this is my perspective.